Welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about time signatures. So, what is a time signature and why is it important to know what a time signature is? A time signature establishes the beat and rhythm for the song so that we know what rhythm we're playing in. So here we have a bunch of notes with two little bars separating them. Those little bars are called bar lines. They separate into little sections. Those little sections are called measures. As you can see, there are going to be 4 beats or 4 counts in each of those little sections or measures. And if you don't understand how to get those 4 counts in each measure, then go back, click the I on this video, and go back and check out my video on note values. Here we have a whole note. That's your 4 counts. You got your next measure. You have a half note and 2 quarter notes, which also equal 4 counts. And then you have 2 half notes, which also equals 4 counts. So all 3 of these measures equals 4 counts. And then we have this little symbol right here. This is called a time signature. That little fraction looking thing, the 4/4, that is called a time signature. Let's go into what that means. So that top 4 tells us how many beats are in each measure. So in this case, 4. And then the bottom one tells us what note gets 1 beat. Okay, so in this case, that 4 represents a quarter note. Once again, if you don't understand what a quarter note is, click on the I and go back and review my video on note values. That quarter note gets 1 count for this measure. And then we have 3 time signatures, 4/4, 3/4, and 2/4. These are the 3 common ones that I'm going to talk about. 4/4 and 3/4 are the most common. Let's start with 4/4. We have 4 beats per measure. That's the top one. Once again, is 4 beats per measure. And the quarter note gets 1 count, is the bottom 4. And because 4/4 is probably the most common time signature, it is sometimes called common time. And so sometimes where the 4/4 is, instead of a 4/4, there will be a C, which is just telling you it's common time, and you will know that it's 4/4. And then we have an example here, going back to our previous example. The first measure is we got our whole note, 4 counts. Then we got your half note and 2 quarter notes is another 4 counts. And then our 2 half notes is your 4 counts. So let's count that out really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how we count all those out. Then let's go to 3/4 time. We have 3 beats per measure, is what the top note, the top number, the 3 represents. So there's going to be 3 beats in each measure. And once again, the quarter note gets a count, gets 1 count. So let's do an example of 3/4. We got our half note and a quarter note. Next measure, we got a quarter note and a half note. Those are both 3 counts. And then the last measure, we have 3 quarter notes, 3 counts. So let's count that out really quick. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that's not going to be a very common type of timing probably, but it gives you the idea of what it's supposed to look like. Now let's go over to 2/4 time. Once again, the top number, 2 beats per measure. The bottom 4, a quarter note gets 1 count, or 1 beat. So let's look at an example of that. We're going to have 2 half notes and 2 quarter notes. We've got 1 half note in each measure, and then the 2 quarter notes. So let's count it out. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, and so that is 2/4 time. And later on in subsequent videos, I will go over a little more detailed timing, and we will see simple melodies so we understand the timing a little bit better. And that's it for today. So to recap, time signatures are important because they establish the beat and rhythm pattern so that we know what rhythm we are playing in. And if you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe so you are notified when I come out with new videos. And check out my website if you want to look at my arrangements that I have made. And be excellent to each other. Bye.